Fables, those timeless tales spun across generations, are more than just stories. They are whispers of wisdom, carrying within them the DNA of humanity. They reflect our hopes, fears, and dreams. They teach us about courage, resilience, and the consequences of our actions. Fables transcend the boundaries of time and culture, speaking to us in a language that resonates deep within our souls. They remind us that we are not alone in our struggles. Throughout history, in our darkest hours, fables have served as beacons of hope. They provided solace and guidance during times of uncertainty and despair. World War II, a period marked by unprecedented global conflict and suffering, was no exception. In the face of unimaginable brutality, people clung to stories. They found solace in tales of ordinary individuals rising to extraordinary challenges. These wartime fables, often born from the trenches and whispered around campfires, served a vital purpose. They bolstered morale, reinforced shared values, and reminded people what they were fighting for. They were more than just entertainment. They were a lifeline to sanity and hope in a world gone mad. World War II, a global conflict of unprecedented scale, left an indelible mark on human history. It was a time of immense suffering, but also of extraordinary courage, resilience, and sacrifice. From the ashes of this devastating war emerged a collection of fables and legends. These stories, passed down through generations, offer a glimpse into the human spirit's ability to find hope and meaning even in the darkest of times. These tales, often born from first-hand experiences, weren't just whimsical narratives. They served as a coping mechanism, a way for soldiers and civilians alike to process the horrors they witnessed and to find strength in shared experiences. They spoke of ordinary men and women thrust into extraordinary circumstances, displaying remarkable bravery, compassion, and ingenuity. The echoes of these wartime fables resonate even today, reminding us of the enduring power of the human spirit. They challenge us to confront injustice, to stand up for what is right, and to never lose sight of hope, even in the face of adversity. These stories are not just relics of the past, they are timeless reminders of our shared humanity and the importance of unity, resilience, and unwavering hope in overcoming life's challenges. As the iron fist of the Nazi war machine slammed into Ukraine in 1941, stories of resistance began to spread like wildfire among the beleaguered populace. One such tale, whispered in hushed tones and around flickering oil lamps, spoke of a mysterious lone pilot who haunted the skies above the besieged capital. This phantom aviator, they said, could down an entire squadron of Luftwaffe fighters in a single sortie, his silver wings a beacon of hope against the darkening clouds of war. This, of course, was the legend of the Ghost of Kyiv, a mythical ace attributed with shooting down anywhere from 6 to 40 enemy aircraft. While the actual number remains a matter of debate, likely inflated by the fog of war and the human need for heroes, the impact of the story cannot be overstated. It offered a glimmer of hope in the face of overwhelming odds, a symbol of defiance against seemingly insurmountable might. The Ghost of Kyiv, whether a single pilot or an amalgamation of several, embodied the spirit of Ukrainian resistance. He was David facing Goliath, a lone warrior standing against the tide of tyranny. His legend spread far beyond the Ukrainian borders, carried on the wings of rumor and radio waves, inspiring Allied forces and instilling fear in the hearts of the enemy. While the true identity of the Ghost of Kyiv may never be definitively proven, his importance lies not in historical fact, but in the power of his story. He became a symbol of hope, a rallying cry for a nation fighting for its very survival. He embodied the indomitable spirit of those who resist oppression, a testament to the power of courage and conviction in the face of overwhelming odds. Amidst the ruins of occupied Netherlands, a story of compassion emerged. A young nurse, Lena van der Helm, risked her life to help those in need. Known as the Angel of Arnhem, she treated all with compassion. Her bravery became a beacon of hope, symbolizing humanity's enduring spirit. As the grip of Nazi tyranny began to loosen its hold on Europe in the waning days of World War II, A glimmer of hope emerged from the ashes of a shattered continent. It came in the form of a fleet of unassuming white buses, emblazoned with the Red Cross emblem, their arrival heralding not the thunder of artillery but the whisper of salvation. These were the white buses, their mission a testament to the enduring power of human compassion in the face of unimaginable cruelty. Organized by Swedish diplomat Folke Bernadotte and Danish physician Carl Jacobaeus, the White Buses embarked on a daring humanitarian mission to rescue Scandinavian prisoners from the clutches of the collapsing Third Reich. These weren't soldiers but civilians, men and women swept up in the Nazi dragnet, their only crime being their nationality. Their liberation, a race against time and the encroaching Red Army, would become a testament to the courage and determination of those who dared to defy the darkness. The journey was fraught with peril. Roads were cratered, bridges demolished, and the spectre of roving SS units cast a long shadow over the operation. Yet the volunteers pressed on, their resolve fueled by the knowledge that each life saved represented a victory over the forces of hatred and oppression. The White Buses became a symbol of hope in a world shrouded in darkness, a testament to the enduring power of human compassion and the belief in a brighter future. The operation saved over 15,000 lives, a resounding affirmation that even in the depths of despair, humanity could prevail. The buses themselves, stark white against the backdrop of war, became mobile monuments to the enduring strength of the human spirit and the unwavering belief in the power of mercy. As the grip of Nazi tyranny began to loosen its hold on Europe in the waning days of World War II, a glimmer of hope emerged from the ashes of a shattered continent. It came in the form of a fleet of unassuming white buses, emblazoned with the Red Cross emblem, their arrival heralding not the thunder of artillery, but the whisper of salvation. These were the White Buses, their mission a testament to the enduring power of human compassion in the face of unimaginable cruelty. The operation saved over 15,000 lives, a resounding affirmation that even in the depths of despair humanity could prevail. In the depths of winter, as the first Christmas of the Great War descended upon the trenches of the Western Front, an extraordinary event unfolded, a testament to the shared humanity that transcended the artificial divisions of conflict. It began quietly, tentatively, with carols drifting across no man's land, their familiar melodies carrying a message of peace and goodwill that resonated deep within the souls of weary soldiers. This was the Christmas Truce of 1914. A spontaneous act of fraternity that illuminated, however briefly, the darkness of war. The truce, initiated by the rank and file, not by commanders or politicians, saw British and German soldiers emerge from their trenches, hesitantly at first, then with growing confidence. They met in the muddy expanse of no man's land, not as enemies but as fellow human beings, sharing cigarettes, rations, and stories of home. They sang carols, played football, and even exchanged gifts. Their actions a poignant reminder that beneath the uniforms and the propaganda lay a shared humanity. For a brief shining moment the guns fell silent, the air no longer thick with tension and fear. The truce was not a sign of weakness, but a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit, a yearning for peace and understanding that transcended the artificial boundaries of conflict. It was a reminder that even in the midst of war, hope could blossom in the most unexpected of places. The Christmas Truce of 1914, though short-lived, became a powerful symbol of hope and reconciliation, a testament to the belief that even amidst the horrors of war, humanity could prevail. It served as a reminder that the true enemy was not the soldier on the other side of the trench, but the hatred, fear, and misunderstanding that fueled the conflict. The truce, though a fleeting moment of peace, left an indelible mark on the collective memory of those who experienced it, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit to seek common ground even in the face of adversity. In the depths of winter, as the first Christmas of the Great War descended upon the trenches of the Western Front, an extraordinary event unfolded, a testament to the shared humanity that transcended the artificial divisions of conflict. It began quietly, tentatively, with carols drifting across no man's land, their familiar melodies carrying a message of peace and goodwill that resonated deep within the souls of weary soldiers. This was the Christmas Truce of 1914, a spontaneous act of fraternity that illuminated, however briefly, the darkness of war. The truce, initiated by the rank and file, not by commanders or politicians, saw British and German soldiers emerge from their trenches, hesitantly at first, then with growing confidence. They met in the muddy expanse of no man's land, not as enemies but as fellow human beings, sharing cigarettes, rations, and stories of home. They sang carols, played football, and even exchanged gifts. Their actions a poignant reminder that beneath the uniforms and the propaganda lay a shared humanity. For a brief shining moment the guns fell silent, the air no longer thick with tension and fear. The truce was not a sign of weakness, but a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit, a yearning for peace and understanding that transcended the artificial boundaries of conflict. It was a reminder that even in the midst of war, hope could blossom in the most unexpected of places. The Christmas Truce of 1914, though short-lived, became a powerful symbol of hope and reconciliation, a testament to the belief that even amidst the horrors of war, humanity could prevail. It served as a reminder that the true enemy was not the soldier on the other side of the trench, but the hatred, fear, and misunderstanding that fueled the conflict. The truce, though a fleeting moment of peace, left an indelible mark on the collective memory of those who experienced it, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit to seek common ground even in the face of adversity. In the depths of winter, as the first Christmas of the Great War descended upon the trenches of the Western Front, an extraordinary event unfolded, a testament to the shared humanity that transcended the artificial divisions of conflict. It began quietly, tentatively, with carols drifting across no man's land, their familiar melodies carrying a message of peace and goodwill that resonated deep within the souls of weary soldiers. This was the Christmas Truce of 1914, a spontaneous act of fraternity that illuminated, however briefly, the darkness of war. The truce, initiated by the rank and file, not by commanders or politicians, saw British and German soldiers emerge from their trenches, hesitantly at first, then with growing confidence. They met in the muddy expanse of no man's land, not as enemies but as fellow human beings, sharing cigarettes, rations, and stories of home. They sang carols, played football, and even exchanged gifts. Their actions a poignant reminder that beneath the uniforms and the propaganda lay a shared humanity. For a brief, shining moment, the guns fell silent, the air no longer thick with tension and fear. 28. In the aftermath of World War I, a tale emerged from the desolate French countryside, a story of quiet determination and unwavering hope. It told of a solitary shepherd, Elzéard Bouffier, who dedicated his life to reforesting a barren plateau. His story, though fictional, became an enduring parable, a testament to the power of one person to make a difference. The man who planted trees continues to inspire with its message of hope and resilience. The spirit of hope, tales of courage and sacrifice. War, in its brutal reality, is a crucible that tests the human spirit to its very core. It's a time when ordinary men and women are called upon to perform extraordinary acts of courage, sacrifice, and resilience. From the depths of this crucible emerged a tapestry of tales, woven from the threads of human experience, stories that illuminated the darkness with flickers of hope, compassion, and unwavering determination. These stories, passed down through generations, are more than just historical anecdotes. They are testaments to the enduring power of the human spirit, reminders that even in the face of unimaginable adversity, hope can blossom, compassion can endure, and courage can prevail. They are stories of ordinary individuals thrust into extraordinary circumstances, their actions revealing the extraordinary depths of human potential. There are tales of soldiers who risked their lives to save comrades, of civilians who sheltered refugees from the storm of persecution, of resistance fighters who dared to defy tyranny in the shadows. These stories, often whispered in hushed tones or shared around flickering campfires, became a source of inspiration and solace, a reminder that even in the darkest of times the human spirit could not be extinguished. They are a testament to the enduring power of hope, a testament to the unwavering belief in the inherent goodness of humanity, and a testament to the courage that resides within us all, waiting to be kindled in the face of adversity. In the spring of 1945, as the thunder of war echoed across the Rhine River, a young German boy named Wilhelm Huber found himself caught in the crossfire of history. The Allied advance was relentless, the Nazi grip on Germany weakening with each passing day. Wilhelm, barely a teenager, lived with his family in a small village nestled in the shadow of a strategic bridge, a vital artery for the retreating German army. As the Allied forces drew closer, the German army, desperate to slow the enemy's advance, prepared to demolish the bridge. The explosion, they reasoned, would buy them precious time, but it would also cut off the only escape route for the villagers, trapping them between the advancing Allies and the retreating Germans. Wilhelm, acutely aware of the danger, overheard the soldiers' plans. He knew that if the bridge fell, his family, his friends, his entire village would be caught in the crossfire. He had to do something, but what could a boy, barely more than a child, do to stop the inevitable? Driven by a courage that belied his years, Wilhelm decided to warn the approaching Allied forces. Under the cover of darkness, he slipped past the German sentries, his heart pounding in his chest, and made his way to the riverbank. There, with a voice, barely a whisper, he called out to the approaching shadows, pleading with them to stop, to spare the bridge, to save his village. The year is 1940. The iron fist of Nazi occupation has clamped down on Poland. Amidst the fear, a Polish resistance fighter named Witold Pilecki volunteered for a mission so audacious it seemed to defy reason. His objective to infiltrate Auschwitz and bear witness to the horrors within. Pilecki's mission was driven by a steeled determination to expose the truth about Auschwitz. He allowed himself to be captured, enduring the brutality of a Gestapo arrest, and was sent to Auschwitz. Inside the camp, Pilecki became prisoner number 4859, a number seared into his flesh. He witnessed firsthand the unimaginable cruelty and systematic dehumanization. He meticulously documented everything he saw, every atrocity, every act of resistance. Pilecki knew that his reports, smuggled out of the camp, were crucial to alerting the world to the horrors of the Holocaust. He understood that his testimony could be the key to galvanizing international action. His bravery remains a testament to the power of one man's resolve against tyranny. Dietrich Bonhoeffer, a pastor and theologian, dared to defy the Nazi regime. His story is one of quiet resistance and moral conviction. Bonhoeffer, a vocal critic of the Nazi Party, refused to remain silent as he witnessed the escalating persecution of Jews. He spoke out against the regime, his words like sparks of defiance. As the Nazi grip on Germany tightened, Bonhoeffer's opposition became increasingly dangerous. He joined the resistance, working undercover to undermine the regime. He used his position to help Jews escape Nazi persecution. In 1943, he was arrested by the Gestapo and imprisoned. Even behind bars, his spirit remained unbroken. He continued to write, his words smuggled out of prison, offering solace and inspiration. Bonhoeffer's courage and faith remain a beacon of hope and defiance. In Nazi-occupied France, a different kind of resistance took shape, characterized by whispers of defiance and acts of quiet sabotage. At its heart were women, ordinary women who rose to become extraordinary heroes. These women came from all walks of life. Teachers, shopkeepers, factory workers, students, housewives. They were united by their love for their country and their unwavering belief in a free France. They risked their lives to gather intelligence, sabotage enemy operations, and smuggle Allied airmen and escaped prisoners. They were the hidden heroes of the resistance. Their actions often unseen, their names rarely spoken aloud. They were the eyes and ears of the resistance, gathering vital information. They were the saboteurs, disrupting enemy communications and destroying infrastructure. They were the smugglers, guiding escaped prisoners and shot down Allied airmen through a network of safe houses. World War II tested the limits of human endurance. Amidst the chaos, stories emerged as vital tools for survival. These tales, shared around campfires or broadcast over radio waves, served as lifelines to sanity and hope. For soldiers on the front lines, stories provided an escape from the horrors of war. They offered moments of camaraderie and shared humanity. Tales of heroic deeds and ordinary individuals rising to extraordinary challenges bolstered morale. On the home front, stories served as a unifying force. Tales of resilience and community spirit helped maintain morale. They reminded people of what they were fighting for and the importance of unity. These wartime fables served a vital purpose. They provided solace, inspiration, and a sense of connection. They reminded people that even in the darkest times, the human spirit could not be extinguished. Before television, radio was the king of mass communication. During World War II, it became a vital tool for propaganda, resistance, and hope. Governments used radio to shape public opinion and rally support for the war effort. Propaganda broadcasts filled the airwaves, designed to instill fear and maintain morale. However, radio also became a platform for dissent and a voice for the oppressed. Resistance movements used clandestine radio stations to broadcast messages of defiance. In occupied territories, people risked their lives to tune into forbidden frequencies. Radio became a lifeline to freedom and a symbol of defiance. The stories that crackled over the airwaves played a vital role in shaping the narrative of the war. They provided information, inspiration, and hope, reflecting the enduring human need for connection. The roar of printing presses and the aroma of ink on newsprint were the sounds and smells of information warfare during World War II. Newspapers, magazines, and pamphlets became battlegrounds for hearts and minds. Governments sought to control the narrative and present a sanitized version of the war. Journalists faced the ethical dilemma of reporting the truth while navigating wartime propaganda. Despite the challenges, the press played a vital role in shaping public opinion. Newspapers published harrowing accounts of battlefield carnage. They provided a platform for voices of dissent and editorials condemning atrocities. Magazines offered more nuanced and in-depth coverage of the war. Photojournalists captured images of heroism and suffering. Pamphlets became powerful tools for propaganda and resistance. Governments used them to disseminate information and rally support. Resistance movements used them to spread messages of defiance. The written word played a vital role in shaping the narrative of World War II. It informed, inspired, and reminded people of the complexities of their experiences. Amidst the horrors of war, humor found a powerful outlet in cartoons. These single-panel satires became unlikely weapons in the fight against tyranny. Cartoons distilled complex issues into simple, often humorous imagery. Governments used them to rally support and boost morale. Resistance movements used cartoons to mock the occupiers and inspire defiance. In occupied territories, cartoons became a form of subversive whisper. A well-placed caricature could undermine the enemy's image and remind people of their capacity for humor. Cartoonists became unlikely heroes of the resistance. Their work carried a powerful message that even in the face of overwhelming power, humor and satire could be acts of defiance. The echoes of World War II continue to reverberate through time. Among the most enduring legacies are the stories of courage, resilience, and the triumph of the human spirit. These wartime tales serve as vital links to the past, reminding us of the sacrifices made and the lessons learned. They offer valuable insights into the human condition and the importance of courage and compassion. In a world facing new challenges, these lessons are more relevant than ever. They remind us that even in the darkest times, hope can flicker and courage can ignite. The enduring legacy of these fables lies in their ability to inspire and challenge us. As we navigate the complexities of the 21st century, let us carry these stories as beacons of hope. In the crucible of war, stories became more than mere entertainment. They transformed into sanctuaries for the soul, offering solace and hope. For soldiers on the front lines, stories became lifelines to sanity. These tales offered a momentary escape from the horrors of war. On the home front, stories served as a unifying force. Tales of everyday heroism helped maintain morale and fostered a sense of hope. These wartime stories became part of the collective consciousness. They reminded people that even in the darkest times, the human spirit could find solace and moments of joy. War leaves an indelible mark on the human psyche. The burden of memory is heavy, a weight carried long after the guns fell silent. These stories, often too painful to share, became both a burden and a responsibility. They bore witness to human cruelty and the fragility of life. They felt compelled to share their experiences to prevent history from repeating itself. These stories also contained flickers of hope and resilience. Extraordinary courage and selflessness emerged amidst chaos. Sharing these stories became a way to process trauma and connect with others. Their stories ensure the sacrifices and lessons of war are never forgotten. In the crucible of war, where life and death hung in the balance, where every day could be a soldier's last, a unique and unbreakable bond was forged between comrades in arms. It was a bond born of shared danger, mutual reliance, and the understanding that they were fighting not just for their country, but for each other's survival. This camaraderie, this deep sense of brotherhood, transcended differences in background, education, or social standing. In the trenches, on the battlefield, in the air or at sea, it was the man or woman next to you, your brother or sister in arms, who truly understood what you were going through, who shared the same fears, the same hopes, the same longing for home. They fought together, bled together, and sometimes died together. They celebrated victories, mourned losses, and found solace in each other's company. They shared stories, jokes, and cigarettes, finding moments of humor and humanity amidst the horrors of war. These shared experiences, these bonds forged in fire, created a connection that ran deeper than friendship, a loyalty that transcended the battlefield. Long after the war ended, these veterans would often say that the thing they missed most, the thing that sustained them through the darkest of times, was the camaraderie, the unspoken understanding, the unwavering support of their fellow soldiers. They had faced death together, and in doing so they had discovered a depth of human connection that few civilians could ever truly comprehend. Section 4. Scars on the Soul, the enduring impact of trauma and the healing power of narrative. World War II left an indelible mark on the hearts and minds of millions. For many, the war never truly ended. They carried its scars, both visible and invisible. The psychological toll became increasingly recognized as a serious condition. Soldiers returned haunted by nightmares and flashbacks. Traditional coping methods proved inadequate. The trauma manifested in insomnia, anxiety, and isolation. Storytelling helped many veterans find a path towards healing. Support groups provided safe spaces to share their stories. By giving voice to their experiences, they began the journey towards recovery. Their stories became testaments to the enduring strength of the human spirit. Section 5. The Unseen Wounds of War, Moral Injury and the Search for Meaning. Beyond physical wounds, war inflicts moral injuries, profound guilt, shame, and betrayal. Veterans struggle to reconcile their actions with their values, seeking meaning and forgiveness. Healing requires psychological support, re-examining values, and finding purpose. Some find solace in faith, others in service to others. Section 1. The Enduring Power of World War II Fables. As we step back from the battlefields of the past, we find ourselves drawn to the enduring power of stories. These narratives transcend time and geography, offering glimpses into the hearts and minds of those who endured. They remind us of the human spirit's resilience, hope, and capacity to find meaning amidst chaos. These fables serve as vital links to the past, ensuring sacrifices and lessons are never forgotten. They speak to universal truths about the human condition, reminding us that even in the darkest times, the human spirit can emerge stronger. Section 2. Whispers Across Time, the Unfading Relevance of Wartime Tales. Though far removed from World War II, we still face conflict, tyranny, and prejudice. These wartime tales remind us of the fragility of peace and the importance of vigilance. They challenge us to confront injustice and stand up for what is right. Ordinary individuals, driven by purpose, can make a difference, even in the darkest times. Let us carry these stories as beacons of hope, guiding us towards a future informed by history's lessons. Listen to the whispers across time, and let their stories remind us that the human spirit will always shine through.